Hey, welcome to Angling Acumen. And on today's show, I want to share something I experienced recently, and it's something I'll probably never ever experience again for the rest of my life. And what happened was I caught a very rare color phase of the northern pike. It's generally called the silver pike. Sometimes it's referred to as a blue pike, not to be confused with the blue pike that occurred historically in Lake Erie and was actually a color phase of the walleye. This is a rare mutation, and after I experienced it, I contacted the fish manager for the area where I caught it, and he said he never saw one in the lake that I caught it, and he said overall when they do their spring surveys, on average they might see one a year. So with the thousands of fish that they handle, and they might see one, it gives you an idea how common it is. Now, to set this up, I had been muskie fishing all day, and it was just a slow day, so it got later in the day and I decided to troll with the spinnerbait. Something I often do. It's when things are slow, it's just a great way to maybe get some action, maybe catch a few northerns, for the live well for dinner, and then actually it's surprising some of the muskies you catch on bass size spinnerbait, sometimes trolling. And I got a fish on, and felt like a decent fish, and well, I'll tell you what, I'll just let the video tell the rest of the story. We got something a little better here. Not sure what we got. Trolling the spinnerbait. Always the great solution when things are slow. Over water and high percentage bait. That is the blandest colored northern I have ever seen. That is really interesting. Look at the coloration on this fish. Oh my gosh. Sure what I got here. Doesn't look like a northern, it doesn't look like a muskie, and it doesn't look like a hybrid. What a most unusual fish. Well, just because he's so special, we're gonna let this one go. There you go. Interesting. Ah! Now it's comical in the video. You see when I get the fish near the boat, the confusion on my face. I'm trying to figure out what I got. And I wasn't really sure what I got. I mean, it looked more like a northern. It had the fin shapes of a northern, and it had the, although the coloration was wrong, the markings of a northern. And after I released the fish, all of a sudden something in the bowels of my brain matter started to resurface, and I remembered an incident when I lived in North Dakota where somebody had caught a silver pike in Devil's Lake. And so then all of a sudden the silver pike started to resurface, and so as soon as I got home, I researched it, and sure enough, that's what it was. And then I sent the photo of it to the fish manager for the area, and he confirmed it as well. So not a common thing, and again, like I said, glad I released it, and who knows, maybe somebody else will catch it, and maybe it'll be a little bigger. But it was an interesting experience, but probably one I'll never experience again, and we just wanted to share that with you.